If someone told the school kid I once was that one day I would be doing yoga and meditation for 8 hours a day, that I would drop my job, disappear into an ashram for months, and sit in front of a linga that could make me feel thoughtless and bodiless, I would have simply laughed. But life had a very strange way of pulling me into meditation. And if you stay with me till the end of this video, you will understand why none of this was really planned and why everything that followed kept shaking the foundation of what I thought meditation was. Because honestly, everything I knew about meditation was wrong. The first time I even heard the word meditation was in 2009. I was in school, drowning in board exam pressure, and I picked up this book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. For the first time, someone talked about inner well-being. Not marks, not achievements, not competition, inner well-being. That one idea fascinated me. Something inside me lit up. I didn't know what I was seeking, but I knew that I was seeking something. In 2011, I did a yoga course by one of India's leading spiritual organizations, and what happened there changed the direction of my life. 2 hours felt like 2 minutes, time disappeared, my body disappeared, and something within me opened up. From that moment, the chase began. What is this thing? What is meditation? How do I go back there into that state? Wherever there was a meditation program happening around me, I would just enroll and go. Looking back, I think I was too young. I approached meditation as an activity, something to chase. But still, that one experience in 2011 never left me. It kept pulling me back. In college, I had downloaded meditation apps, gave them a shot, and one thing was very clear. Whenever I meditated regularly, people around me noticed it. My emotional balance, my composure, everything would be different. So whenever life hit me hard, or whenever I got time away from work or other commitments, I would try again, exploring this inner dimension. I even had a few spiritual experiences, some of which I will share in a separate video, but something deeper was waiting for me. Things changed the day I did inner engineering at Isha. And to be very honest, during the program itself, nothing really happened. I was skeptical. Is this really worth the hype? But 2 weeks later, everything changed. I was thrown into a state of very high awareness, very high meditativeness. Even if I moved a finger, I could feel things shift inside me. That stillness in body and mind. Right then, I knew this practice is going to take me places. And I started doing it every day, regularly, consistently. Around this time, I discovered Sadhguru's classical hatha yoga, a completely different way of meditating. The Guru called it a dynamic way of meditation because if you ask someone to just sit and close their eyes, it's impossible for most people. So asanas became the doorway. You do them correctly and meditation begins to happen on its own. And that's exactly what happened to me. I was hyperactive at that time. Hatha yoga brought balance, stillness, a certain stability in my body that made meditation a little more effortless. Around this time, I read something from Sadhguru that shook me. You cannot do meditation, but you can become meditative. Meditation is a certain quality, it is not a certain act. If you cultivate your body, your mind, your energies and your emotions to a certain level of maturity, meditation will naturally happen. It is just like if you keep the soil fertile, if you give it the necessary manure and water, and if the right kind of seed is there, it will grow and blossom into flowers and fruits. Flowers and fruits will come out of a plant not because you want it, but simply because you created the necessary conducive atmosphere. Similarly, if you create the necessary atmosphere within yourself on all the 4 dimensions of who you are, then meditation will naturally flower within you. It is a certain fragrance that one can enjoy within himself. And this hit me hard. If I want meditation, I shouldn't chase meditation. I should nurture the roots, my body, mind, emotions, and energies. Meditation is not an activity. It is a consequence. This single idea changed my entire approach. Then came the biggest turning point. I went to the Isha Yoga Center for 8 months for yoga teacher training and then extended my stay even further. I dropped my job. I dropped my family commitments, and for the first time in my life, I dedicated everything to my inner well-being. 8 hours of sadhana every single day. The inner states that I experienced, the sweetness inside me, the effortlessness of it all. Even today, I struggle to put it into words. Meditation didn't end when the session ended. It lingered. It walked with me. It breathed within me. But there's something even harder to articulate for me, something that changed me more than anything else at Isha. A 13 feet 9 inch linga called the Dhyana Linga. Sadhguru calls it a meditation machine, and that's not an exaggeration. I've meditated there hundreds of times. Inside the dome, thoughts melt, body melts, the outside world just disappears. And it's not just me. Thousands of people experience the same thing every single day. It's a living reality for millions who've been in the Dhyanalinga space. If you haven't seen Sadhguru explain about it, there is a YouTube video on Dhyanalinga. I'll put the link in the description. When I came out of the ashram and began teaching yoga, I saw that I could help others taste meditation as well with these practices. But 1 year later, I did something that changed everything again. Samyama, an 8-day advanced meditation program by Sadhguru. Samyama is a confluence of dharana, dhyana and samadhi. It takes you into explosive states of meditativeness. You can Google the terms if you are new to them, but nothing on Google can prepare you for what actually happens during Samyama. The English word meditation doesn't mean anything in the sense that if you close your eyes and sit, in English we call it meditation. You can sit with your eyes closed and do many things. There are many dimensions according to the yogic understanding. You can do japa, tapa, dharana, dhyan, samadhi, shunya. This program takes you into deeper dimensions of meditativeness. Nobody believes how much a person can change in just 8 days. Everything I knew about meditation flipped after this program. The stillness that I felt was incomparable. Every part of my body hummed with a certain quiet. My understanding of meditation expanded beyond anything that I could have ever imagined. And Sadhguru says something beautiful during Samyama. Meditation should be a step down from where I am taking you. Meaning, there are states higher than meditation, and Samyama lets you touch them. 1 year later, I went again for Samyama, and the process settled even deeper. Meditation stopped being a goal. It became something I worked towards making myself available to. I continued going for silence programs at Isha, just sadhana, decluttering, cleaning up the noise of life, and every time something new happened, something deeper, something that made everything before look like nothing. Meditation became something I could even feel at a traffic signal, while watching a movie, while working, while taking classes, even in the middle of a marketplace. It became a certain way of being. So yeah, this is my meditation journey. From a stressed school kid reading The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, to someone who found himself sitting in front of Dhyanalinga, to experiencing states I never knew existed during Samyama. Sadhguru is bringing to the world yogic practices that are ancient in their sanctity, yet contemporary enough for a modern seeker. This has been my journey. Now I want to know yours. What has been your experience of meditation with Sadhguru and Isha? Please share with me in the comments. I would love to read them.